Only together could they defeat the evil warlord. They were rogues.
Look at the size of you two.
Adventurers. Heroes. They were the Barbarians.
Hello, Al Pals. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film for 1987. Ah, the 80s. They are so wonderful. The Barbarians, starring the Barbarians. Peter and David Paul. They were called the Barbarian Brothers. And they made a few very bad films and just kind of disappeared off the scene. Sadly, one of them is no longer with us. But this is one of their fun ones, The Barbarians. That is the film The Friends. We, of course, have deleted scenes coming in. And with me tonight, how are you doing, sir?
Fair to partly cloudy. How about yourself?
I am, I'd say mostly sunny. So if we're using weather terms. Also, thankfully, why we are starting at 8 p.m. instead of 7:30 is Soundtracks with Birdman. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for being able to join us tonight. Always great to have you on.
Thank you. I'm sorry I can't be here sooner. But...
Oh, man. Anytime we get you on, I know life's been a little kicking you in the butt a little bit lately with some stuff going on. That won't go really into it for the chat's sake, but just nice to have you tonight in any capacity. So that is great. Let's see who is joining us tonight. Of course, if you are going to watch the movie with us tonight, the Cosby link is at the top. I'm going to be watching it on the link because that's how I have to watch it, because I only have the one computer. And a couple weeks ago, we had some issues. And if we have some issues tonight, we'll roll with it and we'll figure it out. Of course, Talisa is saying hi to everybody. Lady Mist joining us. How are you doing, lovely lady? The View with Drew. Thank you for dropping in. Dropped me a sub. Thank you very much, sir. I hope you can stay and watch the movie with us. So, you two, either of you have you seen this film?
Not in its entirety.
Just bits and pieces?
Bits and pieces over the years, yes.
Yeah, this is the kind of film that would show up 2 o'clock in the morning on Showtime or HBO, and just kind of just a fun little film. But I think that's how I first saw it, was on cable. And being a sword and sorcery fan, it's like, oh, Barbarians. I wonder if it's like Conan, but not quite. Much cheaper. Kind of a bad fun movie, as I always like to say. A fun B movie. Definitely low budget, but there's something about the Barbarian Brothers that are kind of charming in a goofy way. So I just always kind of liked it and been wanting to watch it for a while. And Daniel, this is your first time seeing it, right? I think you just downloaded it today, thanks to me. But let's not put off too much, because don't want to run into Troy's stream tonight. I almost hit the end stream.
I will have to bounce out. I got to bounce about an hour. I have to start doing chemotherapy for Olive.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. Just like I said, just would love to hear from you. Anything you got going on? Maybe what's going on with the music in it. I know soundtracks are your forte. Mm-hmm. If you want to know about a soundtrack, this is the man to ask. He's the go-to. I was like, man, do you have the soundtrack? Yeah. Have you seen the movie? No. He just loves soundtracks. So
I
Yeah,
just
so-
I just got the species expanded from Entrada, and I went ahead and ordered species 2 as well. And I have seen the first species many times.
I
I've never
need to-
seen it. I've never
I-
seen the second one though.
I need to see if I can download the soundtrack for the Green Knight that I watched the other night. I love that soundtrack. But
It's very churchy when you listen to it.
very much, and I like that. Yeah, that's something that appeals to me. So there's a series called Cadfile, Brother Cadfile series. I don't know how many of you have ever seen or know of that. I love that soundtrack to that too. It's very sorry, I'm kind of manipulating my screen here. I'm trying to get my my Cosme screen separated so I can watch it, yet still be able to see the chat. And there, okay, there we go. Everybody cross their fingers. I'm selecting the media. It is a local file. So you don't get all the behind the scenes stuff like on Troy's. So oh, wrong video file. Barbarians. Okay, well, let's freeze it there at the Canada logo. You guys ready to go? If you're watching at home, mine says 3 seconds in. I am on. If you're watching this later, it is on the Canon logo. It hasn't quite joined yet, but that's where I'm at. Like I said, hope you're watching along on Cosme. If you're watching later, that's where I'm at. So 3, 2, 1, go. Canon.
Yes. Go along, Globus in the house.
Canon films, man, they were a go-to when they had all the fun films.
Do you ever wish they had been able to have done that Spider-Man movie with James Cameron?
James Cameron?
He was supposed to be Spider-Man for Canon Films, but they went. Yep. What would that have been like?
I don't know. Could have been fun. Depends on the budget. Michael Berryman as the Dirt Master. Michael Berryman, that's who my avatar is. Just a great horror icon. Shows up in a lot of stuff. Hills Have Eyes. Weird Science. I like him in Weird Science too. But he's just all over the place.
Remember that X-Files he was in?
Not particularly. I've really got to go back and revisit the X-Files.
He's actually a good guy in it. It's a pretty interesting fake out.
He has a kind of face that you could see him as a good guy.
Are these guys twins or are they just brothers?
They are twins.
They're twins.
David and Peter Paul. Your nice little basic fantasy intro.
Production values aren't that good.
The what?
The production values are not very good.
Well,
it's no Conan the Barbarian.
Oh well, very little is.
No.
Oh, damn it. It did the same thing last week. It always restarts on me. Okay, let me try to get to where we were. Oh,
Okay.
What? No, a little bit left. Let's go here again. Okay. Man, woman, child ruled by the sword. But one tribe, the Ragniks, had the right of safe passage. Just link it up if you're watching. It's like a troop of gypsies, or the mummers troop.
Al, you may not know this, but Deleted Scenes and I were actually, it's a secret, but we were the body doubles for these guys back in '86.
Oh, I didn't want to say.
I suspected.
We were much younger, but we were just blessed with muscle.
You hear things, you're never quite sure. I tell you, I always liked the idea of being a wandering
Adventurer.
group. Yeah, well, yeah, but like this, kind of like a gypsy. You have your little wagon. That's kind of your home.
And like Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, these guys don't look good. No, seriously, they don't look good.
No, they don't. The funny thing is, to tell you how bad and cheap the film is, they borrowed a lot of stuff from Red Sonja. A lot of armor and swords and stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff came from Red Sonja.
Did they borrow Red Sonja at all?
No. But there are some. I mean, look at their leader here, the Queen. She's pretty hot.
Lukewarm, maybe.
But you'll see, like Conan's helmet on one of those guys, like the double horned helmet that he wore at the end. Mm-hmm. I think it's that one.
So is this meant to be a comedy, or is it just?
It has it's a sword and sorcery film, but the twins give it kind of a tongue-in-cheek effect. Little always.
I don't remember Willow being very funny.
It's a little Willow-esque, you know how like Willow has little bits of humor.
Well.
So yeah, it's good to have a knife thrower.
Yeah, got that guy.
Oh, a double-bladed axe looks cool, but it's kind of really not easy to wield. Ooh. Oh.
Are they buffer than Arnold was in Conan, do you think?
In Conan, the first one? Yeah, not in the second one, though. In the first Conan, he had a little more meat on him. He wasn't like in competition.
He was so fat. Yeah, you could just.
But in Conan the Destroyer, they wanted him in like that ripped condition, so he was a lot leaner, a lot less fluid. You know, I'm sure because with the bodybuilders, man, they don't have hardly an ounce of fat. Plus, they also dehydrate themselves a lot. Oh, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, they're not doing too bad so far.
Well, it won't last long though.
Yeah, probably not.
So, what do you think of the music, Birdman?
Kind of 80s ish.
Yeah. See, to me, that's what I like about it. It does have that
I think that's
80s.
close.
It feels earlier 80s to me though, than more so than 86, 87. It feels more like 82, 83. It looks like 79, 78. Like the compositing on the picture is like, but I guess they haven't done like a 4K upgrade to this.
For this, I don't know. I know they had there is a set because this film does have a cult following. Ooh, she's cute. I do love women in sword and sorcery outfits, like this whole look.
Did you play with He-Man as a child?
Do what?
Did you ever play with He-Man?
He-Man. I was not a big. I never had a He-Man
Ever?
ever,
Ever?
and I only ever had one Transformer, Sea Spray, the little
Well, if you've only had one Transformer,
hydrofoil.
I wouldn't advertise that it was Sea Spray.
Well, that's the only one I ever had. I found it actually.
Are you sure it wasn't a robot?
No, it was Sea Spray. It was Sea. He was an Autobot. I know he was an Autobot. And I think he was
Sea Spray would have been fine if they had made him bigger. They made him like one little. They made him bigger. He would have been cool.
Yeah, he was small, but
He was small.
he was the only one I ever had.
Is that Megatron they're coming out with that transforms and talks and walks and everything?
Oh yeah, they're cool.
Like $1,000.
I've seen the Optimus Prime one.
I really want the Grimlock, but he's pushing 2K. I'm just like, I can't do that. I just Julie, it seems what would be your like upper threshold for a Transformer?
I'm sorry, you were roboting there a bit. What was that?
What would be your upper threshold for a Transformer? Like what's the most you would spend on a Transformer?
It kind of depend on the Transformer.
Yeah, looking back, it'd be cool to go back and tell myself, buy this, buy that, or actually buy two of them one to play with and one to keep in a box.
Keep it in a box.
Oh, yeah.
I took all my Transformers apart in 5th grade and never got them back together again.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that I ended up destroying, just from playing with it too hard. Love that hairdo.
So what happened to these guys? Are they still around?
Who?
Still here.
The muscular twins.
Yeah, they're kids at this point.
I know, but I mean, are they still around in real life today?
Only one of them is. I forget which one. See here, these are them in the movie, but yeah, I don't know if it's Peter or David. Kind of, I think it was an OD.
That was
Okay, let's remember that he said, "He will not die by my hand or by the hand of my men."
well, that
But he
narrows
ha-
it down.
But he has a plan.
Yeah, it was David who passed away,
Yeah, I thought it was.
and it was March 6th, 2020, 2 days before their 63rd birthday.
Hmm.
I
Was it drug
don't know
over?
cause of death. It doesn't say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they were. I mean, like I said, they were kind of a C-list celebrity kind of thing where they've had a couple movies. Couldn't just pull it off. Had to cut it off.
Gonna lose a lot of fingers in this movie, aren't we?
I know. There's a lot of
Oh, wonderful.
See, that's how you keep your men happy. Just give them women. The women are yours. Here they are. Enjoy. I don't know what the actress's name is, but she's not a bad. She's a nice looking woman. I don't have the usual access to my Wikipedia because of running Cosby. Michael Berryman. Hey, Curtis Selby, welcome, welcome. If you want to join us, Cosby links at the top.
Is Red Sonja worth watching? I've never seen it.
What?
Red Sonja, is that worth watching?
Sure.
I think what other Barbarian movies there are. Conan, Red Sonja, and
What Conan, Red Sonja? Are you talking about like in the Conan thing or just in general?
just in general.
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, we watched Your Hunter from the Futures, kind of along those lines. The Sword and Sorceress has two girls in it, but it's kind of like that. That's basically what we've been watching. We're not, it's not always going to be these kind of films on Friday night here. It's just that I had these in my head and I've just been wanting to watch them. Criticizing racing a 10 just on the guy with the horn, Michael Berryman.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Berryman is still very much alive and kicking. According to IMDb Pro, he currently has a movie in production and
Cool.
9 more in development. He's been in 156 films.
He is a very prolific actor.
Yeah.
And he just has that certain look.
And yes, Curtis, he is called the Dirt Master. Yes.
Yep. The twins were separated.
Mm.
I do like those helmets. Now we get to the brothers.
Not technically barbarians. I mean, they were basically a roving band of gypsies, and then they've been in this quarry.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, the animal within them. They're going to put somebody's eye out like this.
Definitely a possibility. I almost lost an eye once to a sword personally.
Oh.
In a recreation, a guy kind of did a backswing a little too far. Kind of nipped me in between the eyes.
Mm.
Thank God the helmets have the little nasals on them when you do medieval stuff. Still got in there though.
She's still a prisoner, and she hasn't aged a day.
Ooh, that's a nice outfit.
Find someone to cosplay in that.
Careful, you're going to put somebody's eye out. Sorry.
Oh, happy Alien Day, everybody.
Yes, 4/26.
So that was the number of the planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where they get it?
Yeah.
LV 426.
Mm-hmm. Of course, next Saturday is Star Wars Day.
They're doing a Star Wars concert at the local symphony next weekend.
Cool.
Marriage. Damn it, woman.
I read a little snippet that this actress there, the one playing the witch girl,
Uh-huh.
she hasn't really done anything else really. But she talked about her experience on this film. She said it was a wonderful experience and everybody was really great and nice. It's like she knows that the film is, what it was, but she had a great time doing it, and so did everybody else. So yeah, it's always nice to hear something like that
Oh,
rather
good.
than Richard Lynch kept hitting on me and the Barbarian Brothers kept spitting in my face or something like that. It's always nice when people get along. I like that weird, like trippy music. It's like, boo.
I wonder if they did a soundtrack release for this film.
I think they did. I think so. Not 100%.
1987, right?
Yeah. Now, the reason they had the different colored helmets, they put the opposite one on the opposite twin and they have them fight each other.
Yeah, Entrada released it in 1990.
Cool. Might be a cool one to have. I'm sure it's like a bazillion dollars, though.
About $55. 16 tracks.
You know, the soundtrack, when you listen to it, it kind of has a weird kinship to remember Delta Force?
Yeah.
It kind of has that DNA in it.
Didn't Silvestri do Delta Force?
He
I
did.
don't know.
Yes.
You did? That's a good soundtrack.
That's a pricey one.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people like really like. It was like the movie was whatever, but the soundtrack, that score was awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that one.
So the guy that did this film he did Carrie, Piranha, Dress to Kill, The Howling. He did Hercules.
Oh, oh no.
Watch out in the front row. I just like how they like bonehead. The writing is so weird.
Revolt. I don't know if he's happy or angry.
I like the cry of anguish. Ah!
That's a matte painting, I take it.
Oh, the background.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like probably.
pretty decent if it is.
You know, see, you know, I was reading in some stuff. You know where this film is really appreciated? Finland.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Finland really likes this film. Well, they're very vocal about liking it. A lot of Finns are. I gotta admit, the editing is good. You can't tell when it's them and when it's the Birdman and deleted scenes doing the scenes.
I mean, we had to wear wigs too.
No. I still have mine.
You do? I sold mine on eBay.
Evil LaRue,
Right. Yeah.
who
In her
is
first movie.
gorgeous, by the way. I always thought.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, very popular for doing I forget what soap opera. All my children and the Restless. One of those two.
The Attack of Charlie Callis. Oh, hi, Annette. Yeah, but they saw you first, so you're their chick. Sorry.
Is that how it works?
Did she? Oh, okay.
They're just so goofy.
I'll bet you do. Oh, come on!
To dig out, if you had a transformer, what transformer would you want?
Well, I'd love to have Optimus. I always liked Omega Supreme, but he's more like a fort.
The rocket ship with
Yeah.
tank.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Like some of the Autobots, but of course, besides Optimus, who would be a favorite Transformer of mine? Always like Jazz.
Yeah, Josh is my favorite Autobot.
Because I loved Scatman Crothers doing the voice.
My grandmother bought me Jazz at Hill's department store.
Got a love a place named the Bucket of Blood. I remember when I used to do Dungeons and Dragons. In all my games, every little town had an inn called the Bloody Griffin. That's like it's a chain. It's like a franchise.
Delete it seems who's like your top Transformer?
Yeah, I've always been an Optimus guy.
I was always Megatron all the way, 100% into Megatron.
I was like Starscream, but I also like Soundwave and
Yeah,
was it
Soundwave's good.
Shockwave.
Shockwave was cool.
Shockwave's like the that stayed back on the planet, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's like
Yeah.
a laser gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soundwave had that little cassette you could
Yeah.
put in there. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun one. Of course.
It's a deal.
That's okay. If this goes sideways, David Caruso will come back and save her.
Go ahead.
Guys, I gotta start handing out some chemotherapy to Olive here.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us.
I'm sorry, I gotta do one round of drugs, and then I gotta wait 45 minutes, then she gets the second round. So,
Okay.
Okay.
but thanks for having me. This
Thanks
is
for coming in. I
an
appreciate it.
interesting movie. I would say interesting movie. Yeah.
Yeah. It is an interesting movie.
Yeah, I can see where it has like, a fan following, and I can
Yeah.
also see why it didn't win any Academy Awards. So, but you're always good at turning me on to things that I would never, ever, ever, ever watch. So, Billy, it seems good to see you again, my friend. Congratulations on 2,000 plus subscribers.
Thank you.
Keep at it. You're a juggernaut among juggernauts.
Thank you.
Put it
I,
right through the
I
table.
appreciate it.
Well, everyone, have a good night, and I'm gonna go hand out some drugs to a doggy. Hopefully, she'll
All
keep
right.
getting better for me. So,
Take care, man.
Take
like
care.
I said, hope Olive keeps doing better.
I do too. I'm pleased with this new round of drugs. Seems to be working good. Hopefully, it'll keep up. So, everyone, have a good night. Thank y'all.
Take care, man.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I
our
will say
fight. Uh-oh.
Headbutt. Say what you will about a film like this. It does look like it would have been a funded film.
Hmm. Okay, put her down, Bruno.
It's like, look where his hands at. It's like, whoa, man. Getting a little handsy there. Yeah, I always liked me some Ava
Hmm.
She runs like a girl. And she does, Curtis Selby. God bless her. What?
Dude, what the hell? When Renaissance fairs go horribly wrong.
I know. That's incest, man. What's going on? And that helmet that guy was wearing looked awful familiar too. Hello. They've got a couple other movies I need to check out one day. I think it was like called Double Trouble and Twin
Mhm.
Sitters or something like that. Kissing's not just for the Skywalker twins.
Well, then what have they been doing down here for your? Oh, okay.
Like kids in a candy store. They're very good at playing like dumb, childlike, goofballs, basically. Sidetracked. Jeez.
And what were you doing?
Do you think that's a real formation? Or do you think it's a matte painting?
I think it's a matte painting. Speaking of Kadar, where has he been through all this?
I don't know. Here he comes.
Yeah, can we all get on the same page here? I say first we take Manhattan and then take Berlin, sir.
I mean, that's a game I never really played is Risk. I'd love to have played that game. Like properly, But I don't think I've ever finished a game of Monopoly.
Really?
Yeah, I've played. And you keep playing, then what eventually happens, everybody gets tired of playing, and everybody still has stuff.
I just played to the end.
I mean, looking back,
Yeah, I miss all those old board games, man.
Oh yeah,
Clue was obviously my favorite. Do you remember Stop Thief?
sounds familiar.
There used to be these cards that would have all of the criminals that you had to catch, and you had that little remote thing, and whenever you thought you had enough clues, you had to punch some kind of code into the remote, and
And then
yeah.
that's not what I'm thinking of.
Well, maybe it wasn't a remote,
Ooh.
but I just call it that. And hello to Samuel Proctor.
Hi, Samuel Proctor. Plays Risk on steroids. Civilization.
Yeah.
Yeah, Risk was the game in elementary school. Yeah. I think I played one time, and it was kind of, it wasn't really a serious game, didn't really go full out or something. I don't really remember it that well, but I liked the concept. But I would like to play more board games, or
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Ah!
Ow.
The weird grunt thing he does.
A werewolf.
No, we used to play when I was in college. We used to, like, so D&D was the game we always played. Although every now and then we play Cosmic Encounters. I don't know if you ever heard of that one. Kind of a space game. And Car Wars. I remember playing Car Wars a few times. Like a proper board game there, Just, I don't know, just kind of fell out of favor, it seems.
Oh, John's. Threw a Beastmaster reference in there. Sorry, guys. We can't hold you if you stand up like that. Was that supposed to be the dragon?
I guess so. I don't know. A scale mail.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Did that work? Oh, okay.
That worked.
They're just making up their dialogue, aren't they?
They must be. This is something bizarre. But I could when I played D&D, we would do every now and then there'd be like weird stuff going on, and we would do something like that. Could you tell they did that in reverse?
Yeah. She's like, I had to start somewhere. Of course, we're back to two of the guys from the beginning. Okay, one of the guys from the beginning.
Well, you roboted a little bit on me. What was it? What'd you say?
That's the day we were in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Opening fight. Yeah.
It, it looks like something you'd find like a carnival fun ride. I like that they crawled up in it. I don't remember this part. Ah!
Uh-oh. Hey, that was
That's one way to get the ruby.
handy. Fall comes to the kingdom.
You do get that she's Kara, right?
Yeah, of course.
The other girl, yeah.
What I want to know is when are they going to figure it out?
I think the one knows. He was just calling her Kara. Nothing like a good shower after crawling up inside of a dragon. Curtis Selby, I don't think this translation of Beowulf is accurate.
No. Nice place for an ambush.
I still remember seeing the Beowulf animated film,
Uh-huh.
the one with Angelina Jolie as Grendel's mother.
Uh-huh. I
And
remember that.
I went because it was 3D movie, but because of my eyes, I can't see 3D because I have a lazy eye. So I go to the 2D version, and I'm the only one in there. It was awesome. I'm playing the movie just for me. Everybody else paying 50% more money to go see the 3D, and I'm perfectly happy in the 2D. That was a weird film. I liked most of it, except I didn't like Angelina Jolie's like the high heeled shoe look thing she did on it.
Hmm.
Just realized there's a lot of cornrows in this movie.
Uh-oh. Dude, he's tripping. Dude, Kadar cubed it. Oh no.
She died. So did the Cheyenne of the Ruby. Did I do that? In his own weird little way, he loved her.
Yeah.
I do say weird. I wonder what that guy sounds like in real life because that cannot be his voice.
I came from nothing. My family had nothing. Oh wait. Okay, I guess it's a good thing these two aren't there.
Yeah, it's always presents a problem when you have to bring in the virgins. So while not Conan the Barbarian, this is still pretty cool. It's a oh yeah, well Conan is the standard, which I don't think would ever be surpassed. But there is a charm about these little sword and sorcery films, especially the 80s. Plus being a canon film kind of gives it its own little pedigree. Bring the virgins. Only two.
Yeah. They're not kidding, kids. This is an actual film.
Boom. He's too happy about it. How did a weird dude like that get a hot little blonde wife?
I don't know. Yeah, I just realized something. What's that? We have not influenced the plot of this movie at all. Not once at any point. I did that somersault, by the way.
It's the Archimedes death ray miniature version. I wonder why they chose that weird high collar he's wearing.
Well, he had to do that, right? Because he like
Ooh.
yeah. Is a
If he
story
was
where like
truly evil, they'd have
yeah.
been poison blades.
Uh,
Whoa.
Meanie, meanie, miny. Uh-oh.
I
Oh, jeez.
guess we missed those two fingers. On the road again. The rag dancer. Going on the road again. I say Ava LaRue did look good in that outfit.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy.
Just weird silliness at the end. Sheba Alahani, that's the one that I read that interview with.
Oh, that was George Eastman. Okay, that's what I thought.
Fabrizio Alcani. You can really tell like the Italian influence on this thing. Where was it filmed? Was it filmed in Rome and the Abruzzo Mountains
Wow.
in Italy? So yeah. Yeah, described by many as say one of the biggest and arguably one of the best canon group films of the 80s, according to Matthew Hartman of High Def Digest. The film is popular among Finnish B-movie enthusiasts, has attracted positive reviews and fanzines and websites dedicated to the genre films. And then there like a couple of weird Finnish names I can't even speak. Call it the best barbarian sword and sorcery film of all time. I think it's safe to agree that that's really not the case, but it's a lot of weird fun, and that's what we're all about is just watching a fun kind of a movie, just a little bit of silliness on a Friday night, which I think is what this is all about. Um, but I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. DLCs, what you got coming up?
All right. Well, hopefully sometime here in the next few days, I will have reviews up for Rebel Moon Part 2, Monster Mash, and Immaculate. So stay tuned for that.
So you're going to do the mash, the monster mash.
I am.
Not quite a graveyard smash, but you know. Kind of, I mean, you know, halfway. I mean, I didn't hate it. I just it was
No, neither did I.
it was missing something, and I think a lot of it had to do with the music. Trying to see what is coming up on Net. Okay, tomorrow night on Netter's Network, we're going to be watching Dead Heat, starring Joe Piscopo. So stay tuned for that tomorrow night. Of course, later tonight, in about 20 minutes, actually, going to have Last Call with Troy Pacelli. So definitely tune in for that. Like I said, tomorrow night on Netters Network at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going to be watching Dead Heat. I was looking to see what her movie was in 2 weeks from tonight. Or like in 2 weeks, she's doing The Departed. So that's a rough one. I was thinking that every now and then on these Fridays, of course, do fun films as much as possible, but every now and then, if she's doing something, because I do them the Friday night before the Saturday night, and maybe every now and then do something that kind of
Relates.
Relates, yeah, like something that maybe in the same vein. Nothing that I'm really looking at is ringing a bell, because she's got Departed, Dunkirk, Dolores Claiborne, Doctor Strange, which is not the Doctor Strange we know, but the one from the 70s that they did. Oh, you know what? Dragon Slayer. That's July. You know what? I think I'll definitely go. You know what would be a good one to pair with Dragon Slayer? Dragonheart.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we've done. And she doesn't have plans. So maybe we'll do that. I'll keep that in mind. But maybe she's got Dirty Scoundrels coming up in August. Maybe pull out something with Steve Martin. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not quite sure. 2 weeks. Are you up for it again in another 2 weeks?
Sure. Yeah.
Not quite sure which film yet. Kind of. That's gonna be the beauty of this one. I don't want to plan them. I just want to kind of see how I feel, and like the weekend, like next weekend, I'll kind of see how it goes. You know what I mean? Kind of see how I'm feeling, what kind of a mood I'm in. I've got an idea in my head. I'll see if it plays out. I don't want to put anything out there just yet. But yeah, so tomorrow night, definitely join me on Netters Network. Where I'll be joining her and Troy to watch Dead Heat. Sunday, you got a Western coming up on Jedi Bill show that you two are doing? Not sure.
Assuming Bill is up and around, because he was, as we know, ill. The plan was to that the next movie was going to be The Gambler, the Kenny Rogers.
Oh, that's a good. I remember when that came on. That was a TV movie.
Yeah, it was. So hopefully,
on a train bound for nowhere.
So hopefully we will. Yeah, sorry. Hopefully we will be able to do that this week. If not, then we'll have to push it back a week. That is the next planned film.
Okay. Well,
regardless,
I hope Jedi Bills feels better. That's the main thing. So,
right. And for Action Theater, which is going to be tentatively scheduled for next Thursday, we're going to be watching The Equalizer.
Cool. Denzel,
yeah. And of course, later on that day, I have at 8 o'clock Unscripted, where I'm going to be talking about the pro-Palestinian demonstrations and my thoughts on that. Yeah.
That's my thought on that right there. Anybody who's pro-Palestinian Hamas is I'm sorry. That's just silly. So yeah, Sundays are like busy for you.
Sundays are busy, yeah.
Yeah, and of course after after on screen we got well, not we, but Adrian Boomer will have Geeky Geezers, him and Troy, and then you'll be on the other side of midnight.
Yes, that's right.
Got anything planned for that, or you just freewheeling it, or?
Yeah, it's going to be freestyle. I'm going to be sending out the links. Whoever can come on and kind of hang out for about hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's always rough. I still remember you sent me a thing, and I woke up like 4 in the morning, going, "Whoa, okay, missed that one."
Yeah, no worries. I understand. That's one of the reasons why I keep that show to 2 hours now, because it's just I'm lucky if I make it that long. Because originally when I started out that show, it was an all-nighter, and I went, I don't think I can do this every week. So yeah, I gotta lay down a few ground rules here. I gotta come up with some kind of time limit here, and then just so it's like I try to keep the 2 hours.
Right.
It's a fun
And
show.
then Monday night, Troy has been doing some films. Not quite sure what he's got. Let me check his channel, see if he's got anything planned yet. No, doesn't look like he's got anything planned out yet for this Monday. So kind of wait and see how that goes. Gonna have on Tuesday night, Sparkwood 21.
Yes, that's right. Live from Sparkwood 21, which is
I'm shocked I'm remembering that. It's just amazing.
Twin Peaks retrospective series.
Yeah. How much is left in that? You still got quite a ways to go.
I think that there's 5 episodes left in season 2.
How many
4 or
seasons?
5? There are 3.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're getting there. That's cool.
We still got a ways. Because after 2, we're going to talk about Firewalk with Me, which was the feature film version. There's season 3, which is 18 episodes. We're going to talk about the books. Going to have maybe some guests joining us for season 3. We're looking into that. We've got a few people in mind. We're going to be rewatching Mulholland Drive because David Lynch has said that Mulholland Drive is in the same universe as Twin Peaks. So we're going to be revisiting that. And we might be looking at Inland Empire as well. So
this is doing a Lynchian Tuesday night.
Very much, yeah.
Wednesday night, I don't think there's anything. Thursday night, Netter will be doing Thursday things. Not quite sure who she might have for a guest this week, but it's always an interesting
Curtis.
Curtis
Selby is going to be the guest for.
There you go. Curtis Selby is going to be on there. Awesome. Yep. Who said he liked it, a little more effort. It could have been a pretty good film. Talking about the Barbarians. I agree. Yeah, a little more money. A little tight, a little work on the script, a little work on the pacing. I think, it was a good idea. It was a good idea that just needed some work. I thought that about another film I just recently saw. I don't know if I did the review on it, but I can't remember the film, so I don't know. Which then gets us into a week from tonight. Next Friday, of course, will be Last Call with Troy Pacelli again. And then that Saturday, so a week from tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, hold your horses for one of the weirder films ever made. Ralph Bakshi's Wizards on my channel, 1977. It is Star Wars Day, and what does Wizards have to do with Star Wars? There is a connection. Kind of. Sort of. I'll just tell you right away. Mark Hamill does a voice in Wizards for a thing, and there was a kind of a quid pro quo thing. I'm going to look into that, but Mark Hamill does do a voice in Wizards. Have you ever seen Wizards?
Not to my knowledge.
Animated film, Ralph Bakshi. Did you ever see his version of Lord of the Rings animated?
Yes.
So you're familiar with his animation style. Wizards is kind of kind of a very neat concept, post-apocalyptic, but kind of a fairy. Elves and fairies are now in the future. It's like the Earth kind of went to the magic, but then the evil wizard tries to bring back the terror of technology. Since it's a really cool, very far out kind of a film. Very much a cult classic. Thought it deserved a look. So, I mean, I've seen it a couple times. It's a far out trippy film. I will say that. So that's on the 4th of May. It's still a good week away. So, everybody take care. I want to thank everybody who joined us tonight. Curtis Selby, Lady Mist. Who else is in here? Drew, Samuel Proctor dropped by. View with the Drew. Of course, I want to thank you, Deleted Scenes. I want to thank Birdman for joining me. As far as things to look out for, I just dropped a review tonight on the CNN special that they did on the shuttle Columbia, which I really think is worth your time if you're into, documentaries. Did the 2021 film Green Knight. That's available. Late Night with the Devil. I've got a review out. And, of course, my review of Rebel Moon Part 2 is also out. Abigail, Arcadian, Sting. I got all kinds of stuff out there. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Finally, some actors will learn to shut up. I'm looking at you, Rickman. I don't care how big your muscles are. Shut your mouth. You have any final words?
Well, once again, thank you for having me on. And thank you to everybody who follow along with us live on Cosme in the chat, and everyone who watches the replay. And I will go out with my usual outro. From HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night. Take care. Stay strong, because this is how we win.
And as I usually like to say, hope everybody had a great time here. And as always, find something fun to watch and take care. God bless y'all. Have a great weekend.